Asians down to the front. Specifically, you Asians who have issue with black people who are boycotting your businesses that are in our communities, y'all come on down to the front, because y'all have had a lot to say to black people over the past few days. Come on down to the front. Y'all got a lot of shit to say to black people, as if you are entitled to our black dollars. Y'all got a lot of shit to say. Y'all been calling us racist. Y'all been daring us to move forward with the boycott. And we basically say we can show you better than we can tell you. And based on all that I am seeing, black people are showing you. But y'all got a lot of shit to say, belittling, denigrating, being racist towards black people. I want to hear what it is that you all have got to say about this.
I hope this makes you as angry as it makes us. There's a viral trend around a Natasha doll in China, a black baby stress toy. Chinese social media users are filming themselves squeezing, stretching, and brutalizing the doll for entertainment. When asked why the Natasha doll had to be black, one Chinese social media user responded that a white baby, for example, would be too human and people would feel bad for hurting it. The Natasha doll is disturbing as is, and now Chinese social media users are filming themselves with real-life Natasha dolls. There are so many videos and entire channels dedicated to showing Chinese people abusing black babies and then laughing about it. Content creator Shalom M took a deep dive on the many ways in which Chinese social media has created an entire market for abusing, harassing, and dehumanizing African children on camera. She mentions how the BBC did an entire documentary on a Chinese man who was living in Malawi and filming children without the consent of their parents and selling those videos to said Chinese market. China has a great firewall on all social media apps that are not Chinese owned. So they have their own apps like RedNote, WeChat, and more. Which means a lot of the content posted on these Chinese social media apps stays within China and is specifically targeted towards a Chinese audience and what they like. There's an entire market of Chinese adults who enjoy watching videos of black African children being abused. As our African leaders continue to welcome a nation that does not regard us as human beings, what can we do about it? Let's talk in the comments.
Talk about that. I don't want to hear you talking about anything else but that. Black people, remember the video that I did yesterday where I was telling you that a lot of these beauty supply stores and these nail shops are changing the descriptions for their business over on Google or Yelp or wherever to include that it's a black-owned business, right? I came across this post over on Threads where they're having this whole discussion about this business, a beauty supply shop out in Sacramento, California, by the name of Amanda Beauty Supply and Hair Studio. They listed as black owned and operated, right? But when you look at the name owned by Rinkesh Patel, does that sound like a black name to you? Somebody else posted this down in the comments. Amanda Beauty Supply is black owned, is a black owned beauty supply store. It's even on this buyblack.org website as a black-owned beauty supply store. But where does Rinkesh Patel come from? Even down here it says Rinkesh Patel. Where does that come from? Somebody else dug a little bit deeper and saw that the business comes up as Teresa Chinomso Uzodinma. So there's conflicting information regarding this beauty supply store. Does Rinkesh Patel own it, Or does Teresa Chinonso Uzondoniza, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, or does she own it? Either way, neither name is Black American. I'm thinking that name is Nigerian. So be careful when you are researching these businesses. That's my point. And be expecting to walk up in that bad boy and see that the people in there aren't Black. And then you have to be prepared. Are you going to stand true to this boycott and walk out? Or are you going to cave and spend your Black dollars in that business? I got to go to work. I'll see y'all later.